All right, pending question is favorable report on 5399. All right, the last comment will be Representative Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Would like to go over some data and then also give my concluding remarks. In South Carolina, the maternal mortality is 8th highest in the nation. Black women die at 3 times the rate of white women in South Carolina. South Carolina infant mortality is 5th highest in the nation. 7.2 infant deaths per 1,000 live births among all women. Number 50th in the worst state to have a baby. South Carolina ranks 48th among best states for women, 49th in women's economic and social well-being, 45th for women's health and safety. South Carolina ranks 47th for women's rights, 46th in workplace environment for women, 42nd in education and health for women, 45th in political empowerment, 48th for working moms, 45th for quality, affordable child care, 48th in professional opportunities, 45th for work-life balance, 43rd in best states to raise a family, 42nd in overall health outcomes, 43rd in diabetes, 41st in mental distress, 41st in premature death, 44th in access to dental care, 46th in low birth weight, 49th in 41st in obesity, 33rd in public health funding, 41st in uninsured, 23rd in disparity in health status, 40th in income equality, 40th in median household income, 6th highest for childhood diabetes, 6th highest for childhood obesity, a healthcare system that ranks 44th in the nation, 10th highest mortality rate for women in ages 20 through 44, 14.2% of women of reproductive age, that's 19 to 54 in South Carolina, are uninsured. That's higher than the 11.9% national rate. 17.4% of women in South Carolina reported not receiving health care at some point in the last 12 months due to cost. That's higher than the national rate at 14.1%. 60% of all births in South Carolina, planned and unplanned, are paid for by Medicaid at a cost of more than $500 million a year. 57,029 births annually. 6,396 babies are born prematurely at a cost of $330 million to taxpayers to care for these babies. 1,730 babies born with a birth defect. 1 in 5 infant deaths due to birth defect. 402 babies die before their first birthday. South Carolina ranks 10th highest state in child mortality. 1 in 6 infants were born to a woman receiving inadequate prenatal care in South Carolina. 7.2% of live births were born to women receiving no prenatal care. 70,000 die each year from pregnancy or childbirth complications, making it the second leading cause of death for girls aged 15 to 19 worldwide. South Carolina has highest rate of teen pregnancy. South Carolina ranks 50th in OBGYNs and midwives per capita. 12 of 46 counties have no OBGYN. Only 7 counties in South Carolina have more than 5. That leaves 27 counties with 1 to 5 OBGYNs. That's 1 per 2,800 South Carolina women. 40.4% of families in South Carolina have a female head of household. That's the 9th highest U.S. national figure, above
Mr.
the
Collins,
30.
wrap it up, please.
I'll move to my final comments then, Mr. Chairman. I voted for the pain-capable bill, the fetal heartbeat bill, and fetal heartbeat has been for 6 weeks now. The second week that the fetal heartbeat bill became law, a doctor called me out of Anderson. I live in Easley. A 19-year-old girl appeared at the ER. She was 15 weeks pregnant. Her water broke. And the fetus was unviable. The standard of care was to advise her that they could extract or she could go home. The attorneys told the doctors that because of the fetal heartbeat bill, because that 15-week-old had a heartbeat, the doctors could not extract. So their only choices were to admit the 19-year-old until that fetal heartbeat stopped. I asked, how long does it take to stop? She said, seconds, minutes, hours, maybe days. Or discharge. They discharged that 19-year-old. The doctor told me at that point, there's a 50% chance. Well, first, she's going to pass this fetus in the toilet. She's going to have to deal with that on her own. There's a 50% chance, greater than 50% chance that she's going to lose her uterus. There's a 10% chance that she will develop sepsis and herself die. That weighs on me. I voted for that bill. These are affecting people, and we're having a meeting about this. It took that whole week, I did not sleep. I followed up with the doctor a week later. She had heard nothing, did not know about the 19-year-old. Thank God I followed up 2 weeks later. She did return to the ER. They did extract the now non-beating fetus. What we do matters.
Thank you, Representative Collins.
1 second, Mr. Chairman. I'm almost finished. Out of respect for the process, I'm not voting today. But I want it to be clear that myself and many others are not in a position to vote for this bill without significant changes to the bill. And
As Representative Newton said, if we pass this out as favorable, you'll have an opportunity on the House floor. So the question before us is favorable reading or favorable passage of 5399. Roll call is required.
Chairman Murphy.
Aye.
Representative Bailey. Representative Bamberg.
No.
Representative Bernstein. Representative Bryant.
Aye.
Representative Caskey.
they don't.
Representative Collins. Representative Cox.
By a vote of 13 in favor, 7 opposed, 5 not voting, the bill receives favorable report. With that, our business is concluded.